What do we have today, Slongi?
Today we have the Steve TV show, and we're talking about why men avoid the topic of marriage.
I'm gonna guess the answer to that, Slongi, is we don't want to find out if the girl we're dating is already married.
Where's Brett?
Where is Brett?
Right here. I'm right here. Hi, Steve. Thank you.
For a second I thought he was saying, "Where's Brad?" Okay, here's Brad.
For having us, and thank you for having all of them for sure.
You're welcome.
Okay, you have a question?
So a few years ago, I was in a relationship for about 2 years, and I really thought I saw a future with this guy, but talking about it was totally off limits. I remember one time
We don't, we try not to comment on how people look and stuff. But I want to say, I really like the shade of yellow her dress is.
were at a restaurant.
I like yellow
and I was
too.
sitting next to this amazing family, and I just commented on how cute they were, and just generally brought up the idea of marriage. After that, his entire demeanor changed, and he got really, really quiet. I know.
Suspicious.
And then another time, we were
Maybe.
walking past a jewelry store, and I just kind of pointed out a ring that I like. After that, the day was ruined.
Was it ruined for him, ruined for her, or ruined for the jeweler who didn't get the sale?
Didn't see that last one.
But the final straw came when we were at a friend's wedding, and of course I caught the bouquet of flowers. But after that, he demanded that we
Why
leave
is that an
right
of course?
then and there. He demanded we had to go.
He has to leave so they can plan their wedding. Totally what happens, right?
I think that's how me and Mrs. Stew ended up married. Pretty sure.
So I guess I'm just wondering, why do men avoid the topic of marriage unless it's forced onto them?
Okay, this is what we did, ladies.
Are they talking arranged marriage or no?
No, they're not. I mean, all marriages are arranged, because you don't just turn up at a church and then leave with it. And even though you'd arranged to go to the church that day, you don't regain consciousness in a church and find out you're married. Except at 100 likes, we will tell you how Mr. and Mrs. Stew met.
For the show, we had our 2,000 guys answer a survey filled with these types of burning questions.
That doesn't look like 2,000. Looks like maybe 700. Maybe.
That
Maybe
is
800.
1,928 when you factor in the second tier. We don't do math on the channel, but we don't think Steve
Why do
Harvey
we
lies to
avoid
us.
the talk of marriage unless it's forced? So is it A, women are usually ready before us? B, we don't avoid it, we're not just stressed about it? Or C, because we'd be okay with it never happening?
I feel like C is a likely option.
Okay. So that is not what it's going to be. It's going to be B, Slongi.
I said C was a likely option, not the guaranteed option.
I'm going to say B. I would vote, at 3 new members or something. I would
But B is
vote.
definitely a good option. B is most likely. I'd put C in second, and I'm just gonna put A in last.
Yeah, I'm going to say 52% will say B, 20 some C, and the rest A.
The results are in. Nearly half say B. They don't
Oh,
avoid
the
it.
pool is that
They
way.
just don't stress over it.
I got C and A back to front, but
Carrie, you're with one of the men who says
Gosh.
he's not stressed.
Free count. All right, so I'm here with Charlie. Charlie, come on.
Hey,
How are
Charlie.
you?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, so you are in a long-term relationship, yeah? And have you already picked out your wedding dress and all that?
Yes, it's
Wait, is he gonna be the one wearing the wedding dress?
That's what I'm thinking.
That'd be a fun sight to see. Send me an
Why
invitation.
you're not stressed?
I'm not stressed about it because I'm confident. See, my girlfriend Maggie for 2.5 years. When you meet her, you know she's the kind of girl you would marry. And so it's just not something that I really think about. But she asks me, when are we going to get married all the time? Because she's worried about when she's going to cut her hair, whether her friend's going to be in Europe or not. She's worried about all these little details.
Why does she have to cut her hair?
I think most people who are going to wedding will probably get a haircut before it.
I mean, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Of a party that I have no control over. And the only thing I get to do that's impressive is to propose. It's the one thing men get to
And pay for it.
do. not going to stress about it because I can say yes. But it's not a priority for me because I have to worry about my job, I have to worry about making money, I have to worry about where we live.
Of course, the money, where you live. That's a priority.
It would seem that for his young lady, that getting married is a higher priority than those things.
No, I think that is anywhere from silly to absurd.
Certainly a crappy division of labor, that's for sure.
But just between you and me, Steve, and the 2,000 other guys behind me, I am actually proposing this week.
Imagine his girlfriend found out 'cause this was on TV.
Literally, imagine if she was one of the girls up there.
So, absolutely, that'd be awesome. You know what else, Slongi? They've been dating for 2.5 years. That isn't even that, like, oh, he's been in this long-term relationship. Lots of people date for way longer than that. This would be a little bit nonsensical.
At the end of the day, let me share a couple things with you, ladies. For every woman that needs a man, there's a man that needs you too. That's a given. We
Needs
want
the wrong
right
word, Steve.
one. We do not stress over the
Once is the right word. Am I right?
Once is closer, but there's plenty of people who grew up and never get married, don't date. I mean, maybe they date occasionally, but there's plenty of people. And then there's the people who actually date people of not the same sex or gender, right? So we factor all that in. It's a reasonable percentage.
the marriage because the marriage is the day of your dreams. Our dream is the woman of our dream.
When he said dreams, did he mean nightmare?
Now,
It's okay, I'm sleeping on the
we
couch
can
already,
get
Mrs.
you
Stu.
without
I was clapping for Stu. I was also clapping for Steve, but I was also clapping for Stu.
giving you a day, then cool. Jackpot. We got you. We got what we want. But this guy that you were dating, what he was saying is he just wasn't ready for you. So that's all it is. All right? Thank you.
Because no doubt the night before he got a text message from his cousin, and then she went nuts about who's Danica, and then
I think you're thinking of a different episode, Stu.
it was in our last video, but I'm gonna guess maybe that type of behavior is not uncommon, and maybe it's like, gosh, we're just dating, and she's already a cow. I don't know that I ever want to get married to a cow, right? And we're not saying this young lady is a cow, right? It's the idea of it, that maybe it wasn't that he's not ready for her, but he worked out she was not the girl for him.
Ladies, I know you have more questions about commitment. Where's Natasha? Hi, Natasha.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hey, Natasha.
Over the course of 5 years, my ex cheated on me, and
Oh.
cheated on me with a younger, tighter model. I really felt like
Less miles on the
over
clock?
the years he had stopped showing me affection and attention, and I felt like he wasn't attractive to me. So I would like to
That's how you work that out.
Do men cheat because they lack attraction to us?
So we
This will be interesting. I think we're about to get another free questions thing.
We are gonna do this. Get 3 questions, but I'm gonna throw this out here. We don't do science and sociology very often on this channel. The male reproductive cycle is about a 48-hour process. The female reproductive cycle is a 28
Around 28.
day process. It's unlikely that males might be tempted to reproduce more often than every 28 days. Maybe.
All right, we asked the guys, of the following men, who is most likely to cheat?
Was right about this
A,
happening.
the man who's not attracted or bored with his woman. B, the man who's cheated in the past. Or C, the man who can't talk to his woman.
I think C is a good option.
Oh, Slongi. Since you're a little bit younger, so the man probably doesn't even want to talk to his woman, because quite a lot of men, or I like talking to people, quite a lot of men just can't be bothered trying to speak with women. So people who have cheated in the past have a tendency to continue to cheat.
It becomes a habit.
Exactly. But the first instance, I would say, the man who's not attracted and is kind of bored with the relationship is going to be more easily tempted. So it's going to be a combination of A and B, I think. We'll see.
We'll see. I know B's gonna be pretty good. I can feel it.
I thought they were going to
Check
put
this
people's
out.
names on the list, like, Steve in row 3.
Answered A. It's the
B's actually the lowest, of course.
Gosh, I got that one wrong, guys. I got that one wrong.
Me too.
Clearly, people
We're not surprised for me getting it wrong, but him?
So, I think the people who are answering these questions probably don't actually read any studies on the topic, so they're sort of guessing.
Yeah.
So, but it's like 60%
Or
re-offense rate.
using their experiences exclusively.
The guy who's not
Yeah,
attracted,
that's probably an
bored
I-
with his
sure.
woman. All right, Kim, you're with the guy who says it's all about attraction.
I have a guy, Lawrence. Where's Lawrence? Stand up, Lawrence.
Where are you, Lawrence?
Oh, you look so handsome.
Thank you.
And you look like a smart man, so choose your words wisely, honey. Choose them wisely.
All right.
So how do we prejudge that Lawrence is a smart man? When I look at Lawrence, I certainly see a man. He's wearing a suit, right? I don't. Oh, I double clicked. It wasn't even a Slongi and Stew double click. I double clicked myself. I was so annoyed by that. Prejudging a person by how they look, even though it's a compliment.
You know what? I think she's just trying to put extra pressure on him.
Maybe that's what it is.
Girlfriend. She was a good person. Throughout the course of the relationship, though, she didn't upkeep herself like she used to when we first met.
Ooh.
She did pick up some weight over time and everything.
Oh.
I know.
This body shaming.
Body shaming is a loaded term. He is saying he started dating this girl and she looked like this. This is what attracted him.
I can't
to
see
her.
her hands too.
Yeah, this is for you, Slongi, not for the fans. Here, fans, this is what I was doing. So he picked up this girl and she looked like this and he was attracted to how she looked and maybe on how she thought, maybe how she sounded. But then over time, the thing that was initially attractive to him was not maintained, so that attraction would then disappear. You hope that you build some emotional ties over that time to make the reduced attraction outweigh it, but I'm guessing that didn't work for these guys.
I know.
Silly
You know what?
goose.
And see,
He said he was gaining weight. I guess that weight outweighed the emotional ties. I had to make that joke. I'm sorry. I had to.
go ahead. You have something.
It did lead to the end of our relationship. But with that being said, I'm currently engaged now, and she's the most beautiful woman I've ever been with, and she's an incredible woman on top of that. And I think attraction is important to everybody, especially men.
Attraction is important. It's important to everybody. Let's just be real. But now I want you to understand something.
Okay.
You're perfectly fine. You've said you felt like he's not attracted to you anymore. That doesn't have to be the case. Do not bear the responsibility when you're being cheated on. It ain't yours.
So to go back to that young gentleman's case, right? There's lots of contracts that are not really written contracts. They're not a legal agreement, right? And the young lady who was cheated on, horrible thing, absolutely horrible thing. But maybe if she took better care of herself, maybe she wouldn't have to worry about being cheated on. It's like you have to balance those two things. Like, hey, I don't want to be cheated on. I might have to eat less donuts, right? But I really like eating donuts, and it's a really quick thing I can do. Then you gain a few pounds, and then all of a sudden the person doesn't find you attractive. It's the simplicity of it is probably overlooked.
Do not put that vest on every day. Oh, I'm not what a man wants. No, you're fine. Some of these guys, and they'll tell you, they're just buttholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not drink the whole jug of water when a guy cheats on you. That's
I
not
won't.
your-
And also, I'm not gonna get cheated on by a guy. I'm gonna get cheated on by a girl if I get cheated on at all.
I'm guessing she wasn't drinking water. I'm guessing she was drinking soda, and that's why she gained the pounds.
That's not ain't your fault. So just understand that part too. So I don't want you to feel like.
Or maybe she was drinking beer like you. Oh, that's gonna be a double click for a second.
I don't look like I looked when I was 30. I'm still so fine though. I just.
Steve Harvey's a fine man.
We'll always have a better mustache than you. Also, hold on. Hold up.
She also has a better mustache than me.
You just have to tell yourself that. I just say it to me just to keep my image up. I know it ain't the same. But I tell myself I'm fine just to keep it rolling, you know. No, I'm not.
So, this time we all, certainly I was pretty close to making fun of someone.
Close ones do.
We were not here to make fun of any of the protected classes that are mentioned in the terms of service. We do not hate anyone. We're here purely to have a little bit of a giggle about some of the absurdities of the words people use and how they react to them.
And of course to entertain you fans.
And then what do we do? What do we say to the fans after that, Slongi?
Well, fans, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.